What's going on, dudes? Nick here, or RJ Gaming, and don't try to adjust your computer screens, guys. Today, this is not modded Minecraft. This is Minecraft 1.13, and obviously you can tell that this is the aquatic update. You can see there's underwater grass, there are lots of animals, and we'll go ahead and go through these guys for you. But that's not really what this video is about. This video is about protecting yourself in Minecraft. That's right, guys. We're gonna make the most protected house in Minecraft ever. And you're probably like, but we've already done that. But that was before Minecraft 1.13. There are a few new mobs that you guys should see. All right, so kind of like this area here, we're gonna go ahead and build our house pretty much right around here. So one of the first things I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make myself a little leveled off area, and that way we'll have a good base to build our house in. All right, so we've got this little area cleaned out here, so this should work perfectly. So one of the first things I like to do when making a map like this is to go ahead and just like clear out a little 2x2 channel and just fill it with some really cool stuff. So first of all, we're just gonna go ahead and make a little perimeter all the way around our house, and then we're going to fill it with some lava. All right, now that we've got our little 2x2 area filled out, we're gonna go ahead and fill the bottom of this with lava. All right, so now that we've got the lava one block below the surface, we can go ahead and create a little perimeter of magma blocks around the outside. All right, so we've got our little magma barrier, and we've got our lava barrier. Now what we need to do is we need to be able to build something that will stop mobs from being able to jump across here like I'm doing right now. Because honestly, like if a spider were to fall in here, it could technically hit the edge and climb up. Certain mobs could just fly across, and that wouldn't be good at all. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and build a wall. All right, so next up, in order to build our wall, we need to go around and break out the entire internal perimeter here and replace it with obsidian. After that, we're going to put a couple layers of iron bars and then another layer of obsidian on top of that. And then we're going to use a few end rods to create spikes on the end so that any creatures that come in contact with it will take the spike damage. All right, so now that we've got our wall with the fence between it, there's nothing that can actually get across here and get in. Now, technically, if something were to try to climb up the edge, we need a little barrier to stop them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the end rods, and we're gonna put them along this entire edge here. That way, anything flying straight at it will get spike damage from running into the end rod. Now, luckily, I'm in creative, so it won't hurt me. But it will also act as a barrier for things that try to climb up. Like, it's basically, when you're below these things, you can't fly up because you're gonna hit your head on them. All right, so as you can see, we've got some spiders over here. And with our new end rods on here, it's absolutely impossible for any creature... All right, so to prove how well this thing works, I'm gonna go into game mode 0 over here. So /game mode 0. So now we're in survival game mode, and you can see the spiders are taking damage. And whoa, they're not supposed to be able to hit you through that. That's weird. As you can see, these spiders can't hurt us. We can stand right here, and we can punch it with its string, and it's just kind of staring at you. It kind of looks creepy, but there's no damage that they can do to you. They're completely stuck there. It's a really cool perimeter defense. Like I said, you can see the zombies here. You can just get to the edge and kind of hit them a little bit. Or not. No, you can't hit them. But as you can see, so far with just the basic wall, guys, nothing can hurt us. The spiders will try to get in. The zombie... Oh, God. What? They spun the lava? Oh my god. Alright, but as you can see, even though the creeper blew up here, absolutely nothing was damaged. All the game rules are still default, so this house is actually shaping up to be pretty good. So the creeper, I think, knocked me in there, but it's really cool because now you can kind of sit up here and you can attack the different mobs that get too close, and it's just really cool because all you can do. But the wall itself is complete. It's a really cool wall because, like I said, it's got the lava and the magma blocks out there that will do fire damage to everything. It's got the gate so you can't get through, and it's got this cool little walkway up here that you can just kind of walk around on. Now, like I said, it's impossible for mobs to get through. It's impossible for you to fall through because, as you can see, they're perfectly spaced apart. Oh my god. So now one thing that I haven't done yet is I'm going to grab cactus, and I'm going to grab the little pots, and I'm going to put an entire ledge of cactus on the top here. And the reason I'm doing this, anybody who's played Minecraft knows that if you walk into a desert and you step on a cactus, it does damage. Well, cactuses have little pointy things on them that poke stuff and they do damage. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take the cactus blocks and put them inside these pots. If I wasn't in creative mode right now, if I touched one of these cactuses, it would instantly kill me. And I'll show you how that works in a second once I get all these things placed. But the cactuses are probably one of like the most OP things you can do. This will be for any mobs that try to fly over the top of this. If they try to fly over the wall and they hit those, they will die. Alright, so as you can see, we've got our cactus wall. Like I said, I'm in creative mode right now. I'm touching them. It's not doing anything to me. But just to show you guys how powerful these things can be, I'm just going to go up here real quick, and then I'm going to spawn a mob. And so look at that, a spider just fell into the lava and died as we're working on this house. So it's pretty cool. I mean, obviously, this thing is working pretty well. We're stopping mobs from getting in here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to spawn a couple mobs and show you guys how powerful these cactuses actually are. Alright, so I made it nighttime in here so we can actually go ahead and test this thing out. If you spawn them during the day, the zombies will catch fire and the fire damage will take over. But if we go ahead and spawn a zombie on the side of this thing, you see as soon as they hit the cactus there, they die. So I can try it on this side as well. I can put it there, and you can see as soon as it hits the cactus, it's dead. And same thing if I put it below there, then bam, as soon as it hits the cactus, it's dead. You can even hear the death sound. So I'm going to try to fall with this one. There we go. So, crunch. As soon as it hits the cactus, it dies. You can see that all the little rotten flesh are all sitting right where they're supposed to be, and this thing works crazy. I mean, I could literally just spawn mobs here all day, and they would just constantly die. So let's just go ahead and try this. So just spawn, there we go. Now let's spawn a bunch of them, and then you can see as they're hitting the cactus, they're immediately dying. So look at this. This is just... It's raining zombies down there, and not a single one is living. Alright, so right now it's pretty much safe. If I went back into game mode survival, which I kind of don't like that you can't do 1 and 0. Oh, God! Alright, guys, you'll notice that there are two walls here. They are both identical on the surface, but one of these walls will be able to completely withstand a creeper blast, and the other one will take some damage. So let's go ahead and we'll spawn a creeper in here. So I'll put the creeper... Let's put the creeper right here. There we go. Creeper is lit. And... can you guys tell me which wall was stronger? Clearly, the wall on the left is completely destroyed, and the wall on the right is not. And I'm going to tell you why, and that is because you could probably see it right now, but underneath here, this wall had clay underneath it. So you can see that on the surface, it's just regular stone bricks. If I pick that up, it's stone bricks, but underneath it, I had the clay. And what that did was the clay, you can see a few pieces of clay broke, but the wall itself was fine. Alright, so this time, I've got them spaced evenly apart. There's a third row in the middle, and we're going to put the creeper right in the middle there, and we're going to blow it up, and it is exactly between the two. And you can see that the wall on the left is all but destroyed, and the wall on the right, once again, is completely unharmed, except for the pieces of clay below it. So the clay really does work. You can see that this clay did its job. It sacrificed itself, and no damage was done. I mean, guys, this, you can't really make stuff like this up. I mean, let's just go ahead and we'll do this one more time. Let's just go ahead and put a creeper right there again. We're going to light it and watch this. You can watch the clay completely took all the damage and the wall itself is perfectly fine. So if that's not proof right there, guys, I don't know what is. Alright, so now that I've got the clay on the bottom perimeter, I'm going ahead and building my walls completely around here. Now, like I said, this will protect your entire external perimeter from creeper damage, which also covers other types of damage as well. You can put TNT, gassed fireballs, pretty much anything that explodes in this game, you could blow up next to these walls. And as long as you keep putting the clay back underneath, your house will be fine. Now, like I said, with the perimeter wall, nothing should ever get inside here, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. But just in case, we're going to have this underneath there anyways. All right, now next up, I'm going to grab the nether wart blocks, and not the nether wart bricks, just the nether wart blocks. If you use the bricks, it won't really work. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put those inside of this entire perimeter here. So basically, we're going to blow out all this grass and replace it with the nether wart bricks, or blocks, not bricks. Do not use bricks. You have to use the blocks. Like I said, if you try to use the blocks, it's... All right, so for those of you who are actually wondering what the nether wart blocks do, and there we go. So now we got all the nether wart blocks done, so we can go ahead and get started on the inside of the house. Now, clearly inside your house, you want to have windows. On the first floor, if you have windows, they're useless because you're not going to be able to shoot through the iron bars. But technically, mobs could technically come around the outside. If somehow they were dropped in from above and didn't touch the cactus, then they could get on here. But what we're going to do to make a window that mobs can't shoot through like a skeleton is we're going to put a little window like this. So what this does is it allows you to attack out, but it stops the mobs from being able to shoot you. So we'll put a couple of those around the perimeter. So now we got a little portholes that we can see out of and attack mobs if somehow they get in there. Now we also need to change the floor inside of here because you really don't want grass. I mean, grass doesn't protect you. Everybody who knows, and even if you watched the video earlier, you saw how much damage can be done to grass blocks. So we're going to go ahead and swap this out. All right, now for the floor, we're going to use end portal frames. You can craft these things pretty easily by using end stone and eyes of ender. So we're just going to go ahead and put these on the ground. Now make sure you don't line them up so that they become end portals, because that would kind of suck if your entire floor is like a giant end portal. And then inside there, once we've got our perimeter of end portal frames down, we're actually going to grab some purple blocks. And for that, we're going to grab the purple concrete. And what we're trying to do is create like a little portal effect so that if something were to come inside of this base, they would think that there's something weird going on here. Clearly, you've got a giant end portal frame, but then they see this nether portal inside of it. And the mobs, it confuses their AI. Because, like, you know, if a mob enters a portal, they get instantly teleported. Well, the mobs will see this, and their AI will say, okay, well, you know, we're going to send you to the end because this is an end portal frame. And then they'll realize, well, it's a purple interior, so we have to send them to the nether. And what it does is it actually vaporizes them because it doesn't know where to send them. It tries to send them to the nether and to the end. And obviously you can't go to two places at once, so it basically destroys any mobs that were to touch this. Now players, it has absolutely no effect. You guys can run around on this thing all day and have no problems, but if a mob spawns in here, it'll die immediately. From all the sides, we are completely protected, but we still have to worry about the roof. Right now, things could definitely attack us from above, so we need to kind of protect from above as well. So for the roof, what we're going to do is we're going to take the fire coral and we're going to put an entire roof of this stuff on there. Now, fire coral blocks on their own really don't do anything. I know it sounds really cool, like fire coral, but unfortunately, they don't really do anything. So you'll notice that as these are sitting here, they're turning gray. And that's because right now they're out of the water, so they're kind of dehydrating, and they're just turning back into like normal coral. But that's why we have our secret weapon that we're going to put on next. So once we go ahead and fill in all these gaps here, we'll have a nice gray roof, which will blend in, that people won't really be able to see. So from afar, no one will really know that this is fire coral, which is actually kind of what we're going for. All right, so now that we've got all of our fire coral down, we're going to take the sea pickle, which we'll be able to grab the power from the fire coral and turn it into kind of like a fire plant. Now, these things are kind of hard to find, but you could easily find enough to cover the whole top of this. And you want to make sure that none of these blocks get missed. And what it'll do is it'll actually shoot out little spears at anything that flies overhead. So that kind of takes care of pretty much every type of flying mob. Now, obviously some mobs will take a lot more hits, but that's why you have so many of these little sea pickles up here. Alright, so now we got every single space covered with the sea pickles. What you can actually do is go back through and change these things to have up to 4 per block. It's not really necessary when you've got this many, but I usually just throw it on the corners so that it's kind of got like the extra damage for anything that first flies in. Alright, so as you can see, all of the coral plants have now absorbed the water in the spears from within the coral, the fire coral below it, and they've got all their spears standing by for anything that will fly overhead. They've also pulled the moisture out of the coral blocks, so they are all underwater and ready to attack. It allows them to kind of gauge their attacks better and attack faster. So the entire outside of our house is completely done except for one part. You're probably wondering, how do you actually get in this house? Now, we can't really have a standard way of getting in. If we just made like a little drawbridge, then obviously mobs could walk over the front of it. But there is a way to have something that will allow you in and out without allowing the mobs in either. All right, so we're going to take the Acacia door, and basically, if you put those on here like that, they will also benefit from the power of the clay below them. And these are actually the strongest doors in Minecraft. That's why they are iron bars. It looks like wood, but actually it's not. It's actually iron. So you can see the iron going between there, and now you have a secure way into your house. Now, like I said, this only gets you into your house. It allows you into like the little perimeter part, but we still need a way to get from the outside of the perimeter into the house itself. All right, so I'm just finishing up putting some slabs on the roof here. It's not really necessary, but for me, it's more of a cosmetic issue. As you can see, like the water tiles above are actually just dripping in. It's not gonna hurt anything. I mean, there might be some like dry rot and stuff later on down the road if you don't do that, but I just kind of like it better this way. All right, so one of my favorite things to do is to make a drawbridge, and I kind of came up with an idea for a really cool looking drawbridge. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and extend our little lava platform just a little bit. All right, so the first thing we need to do is extend our area here with our fence all the way across to wherever we want our drawbridge to end. All right, so I've gone ahead and extended the wall out here, and the reason I've gone out this far is because we need to create a drawbridge for ourselves. In order to do this, all we have to do is go ahead and place pistons from here to back here, and we do the same exact thing on the other side here. And then we're going to take our magma blocks and we're going to put it on top of that so that if mobs try to walk across the edge there, they will be burned alive. And that will complete our drawbridge. And we're also going to put the magma blocks here as well. Like I said, if you used regular blocks here, then the mobs would actually be able to walk across this stuff and they would be able to get into your house. But this way, they won't be able to. It'll burn them up before they get there. Now, next, you got to take some of the tripwire hooks and place them all over this top row of blocks here. And then we need to place 2 rows of string. So we're going to put one here. And then I should be able to just fly back and just keep right-clicking. And there we go. So we've got one side here. And then as I fly back on this side here, we should be fully connected. There we go. So you should hear the click each time. If you don't hear the click, then it probably placed it above it. It just didn't make the right connection. So what I'm going to do is keep flying back. You should hear the click every single time. And 1, 2. So there we go. You see all the tripwire hooks are in the ready position. And now if you want to use your drawbridge, all you have to do is walk here. All you have to do is walk here. And as you hit the strings, it'll open up in front of you. And you can just continue to walk across. Now, you might take a little bit of damage from this when you're in survival mode, but honestly, it is a good way to get within your base. And God, these pistons are really laggy in this version of Minecraft. Hopefully they fix that. What I'm going to do on the inside, just to make sure that no mobs spawn inside here, is I'm going to put a sea lantern in each of the corners here. So I'm going to break the portal frame a little bit and put the sea lanterns right there. And now it kind of looks like a nicely lit up portal. So this is definitely a really cool house. It is completely mob proof. And to prove that now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spawn in a bunch of different mobs and go into survival mode and show you guys how well this thing works. So I'm not even going to give myself any armor or weapons or anything like that. I'm just clearly going to stand back and just spawn in a bunch of mobs and see what happens. Alright, so I've got 3 chests here. Each one of these has a bunch of spawn eggs. This one here has all the newest mobs that we're going to mess around with. This one has some of the more powerful mobs. This has some of the weakest stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and take all these things out here and just spawn them in here and just see how they do against the house. So basically, we're just going to go right here and I'll just spawn a couple of each in. So /time set night, because we want it to be nighttime so that these mobs don't really burn up. So we're gonna put a couple of those dudes in, a couple creepers, couple husks, evokers, endermites, guardians, silverfish, some zombies, and cave spiders. And I'm gonna go Alright, so game mode survival. Oh god! Rip. Alright, so I am in survival game mode now. I just lost all my spawn eggs because I am stupid. But we can see, oh god, look at that guy there. The lag is real, but we can actually go ahead and reclaim our stuff. That is the cool thing about the bridge, is as long as you don't die, then you're gonna be good. So this zombie is gonna try to walk up here, but he's not really sure what to do. Even though the bridge is extended, he doesn't want to walk on the magma blocks, since he's not a dummy. Now, I probably should have gave myself a fire resistance potion before that, but this zombie shouldn't be able— oh god, he got in. He got in. Okay, this must be the super zombie. Oh my god, I forgot that Minecraft has super zombies that really don't listen to the normal AI. Oh my god. Okay, so zombies were able to get past the bridge thing there, but nothing else is able to get in here. So we've got the Vindicators and stuff. Let's go ahead and go over there and go. Oh my god, the piston lag is real. Oh my god! So you see that thing died there. We've got some more spawn eggs, so I'm just gonna— oh my god, no. I really needed to give myself some fire protection. There we go. So let's go ahead and run around out here. You can see the endermites and everything are here. We've got some Vex and creepers and stuff, but all we have to do is run back in. You don't take damage from magma blocks if you skip across them, but all we need this thing to do is fly above our house, and it will die. So I dare it to try to come in here. Yeah, that's what I thought. So from tier 1 mobs, you can see that right now the little thing, the Vex is running away because it knows that if it comes into the portal, it will die. Same thing with the rest of the mobs out there. So I think everything, I would say, that held up pretty good. The only thing that killed me was the lava and the magma blocks, which, like I said, normally you'd have some kind of protection against that. But what eggs do we even have? So evokers, strays, and husks. So those eggs didn't want to die. So let's just go ahead and spawn that dude there. Aw, poor little skeleton dude. So let's just go ahead and spawn a skeleton in there and say that, like, you know, oh man, that guy somehow got past the bridge. Whatever will we do? You can see I've got like no health, but all I have to do is get to one of my little portholes and just attack the dude. So unfortunately he's standing by the door, but he can't get in because they're iron bars. And all I have to do is punch him and little arrow go. Oh god, no. So I would say that the tier 1 mobs passed pretty quickly. Those guys were easy. Like I said, those were the ones that I knew were going to be pretty easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to grab the tier 2 mobs and I'm going to try to spawn those things in. So I've restarted the game so you can see that it's a little less laggy with the pistons. It's not lag free, but it's less laggy. So let's go ahead and try to spawn some of this stuff in. So like the Elder Guardian, no problem there. We're going to spawn in a few wither skeletons. Oh my god. So the Vindicator, I forgot those things do a lot of damage without armor. I guess I probably should have used armor, or at least been in creative mode or something. But you know what, guys? I'm not really too worried about this. All we need to do is grab our eggs. Oh my god. Alright, so now that we've got everything back, we can go ahead and try this. I'm going to do this in creative mode so that I don't have to worry about getting killed. But we've got a lot of stuff out here. Gas, we've got Elder Guardians, Vindicators, and now we have slime. So I'm just going to come back here and / game mode survival. There we go. So game mode survival. Oh my god, you can see that things are trying to get in. They're trying to explode, but they can't. And even the slime stuff can't even get in here. Oh my god, the lag from those pistons is making me just lag so bad. So you can hear the gas and stuff are angry, but they're not able to get in here. They're not coming close. Oh, yeah, nice try, Ghast. Oh god. Oh great, now I got mining fatigue. I forgot that I didn't put clay underneath these blocks here, so they are still susceptible to damage. And this slime shouldn't be in here. This slime isn't supposed to be back here. It must have— you know what it was? The slime— I forgot that slimes, when they get killed, they actually, like— well— oh god, where's that going? don't know if you guys just saw that or not, but that gas just completely disappeared. And that is because, I don't know why. It has something to do with this stuff. This is really weird. So overall, I think everything is still working pretty good. I mean, it doesn't look like it's working good, but you notice our house is completely untouched. There are a few things that got damaged in the battle outside, but it's, like I said, the walls themselves are fine because they are protected by the explosions. You can see that the ground blew up back here from the gas. If I had more clay, I would probably put it underneath all these blocks here and it would make them immune to explosions as well, but I forgot about that part. So guys, going forward, if you do this, make sure to put clay under everything. It'll stop you from taking any type of explosion damage or anything like that. But so far, none of those mobs could actually get into our house, and I wish this didn't lag so bad. That's horrible. But then again, this is a snapshot, so who knows? All right, so last up, guys, we've got the last 3 mobs from the newest Minecraft update. We have got the Drowned, the Phantom, and the Pufferfish. So, I mean, the Pufferfish, I mean, that thing's a joke. We can put that right here, and it's just gonna sit there, and it died. That's so sad. The Drown, the same thing. We're gonna go ahead and let's just grab that there. We're gonna put the Drown right here, and oh no, it's the guy with the spear. Oh god, I forgot he throws the spears. Oh my god, I forgot that guy throws the spears. That's so stupid. Oh my god, die. I wish you could pick up the spears and throw it back at him. Oh my god, they do so much damage. This guy's so easy to kill. If I had anything besides a pufferfish. There we go. All right, so as you can see, nothing else happened to our house. We got all these little tridents around here because that guy throws them. I forgot about that. But overall, nothing bad happened. So the last thing we've got is the Phantom, which if we spawn a couple of these things in, you can see that they're just going to sit there and burn. They're trying to get back here, but they cannot. They're going to try to go overhead. They're going to get shot down by the pickles. Oh, here we go. Oh, and it's dying. Look at that. They're taking damage from the pickles. Do you guys see the spears popping out? Nice. They're taking damage. Oh, poor things, and they can't do anything. Oh, so sad. Look at that. This one's about to die, and it's dead. It's dead. But, guys, overall, the house is still in perfect condition. The house has taken absolutely no damage at all. Like I said, there's a little bit of work that we'll have to probably do to fix up the yard. And, oh, my God, that piston lag is so bad. Get out of my house! Oh, my God. How stupid. Oh, little guy fell into lava. How sad. But nothing happened inside. You can see all of our chests are still perfectly fine. They've got all the contents inside. Oh, God, no! What? Where did the creeper come from? Well, you can see that the portal frame took some damage, and unfortunately, that stuff does happen. I don't know how the creeper got it. Oh, you know what it is? It's because I didn't put a light in the center, so the center's still dark. But, yeah, other than that, other than the stupid creeper, I feel like the creeper has been our enemy this entire game. Like, literally, the only thing that's gotten in this house was the creeper that kept spawning here, and that's because I didn't have any light in the center. But you see that roof was saved by the fact that I did put up the slab. So if you guys want to protect your roof from a creeper, make sure to go ahead and put that in there as well. But everything else in the house is fine. All the walls didn't take any damage. And the only thing that did was the floor. But thank you so much for watching. If you had fun in this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you learned a thing or two, let me know what it was down in the comments. Let me know what your favorite part of this house is. And if you guys have any ideas for any improvements or suggestions, definitely let me know in the comments. And I will see you guys again next time. Goodbye, everybody. As always, dudes, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and possibly check out one of these other videos here. I think you really might like them. But I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody.